On this episode of O'Fallon Matters, step inside the O'Fallon PD's Evidence Department. Find out how sewer lateral insurance can assist you with costly lateral failures. Plus, catch up with a local high school basketball team that's having a breakout season. All this and more next on O'Fallon Matters. Welcome to O'Fallon Matters. Local government is all about helping residents, and this O'Fallon department specializes in providing assistance. Let's take a look at what our Public Assistance Department is doing for our community.
Everyone needs a helping hand every now and again, and that's why our Public Assistance Department is proud to offer a variety of services for O'Fallon residents. This city department administers grants used to revitalize neighborhoods, expand affordable housing opportunities, and improve community services and facilities for low to moderate income homeowners.
We are fortunate here in O'Fallon to have a number of programs available to our homeowners within the community. One such program is our Home Improvement Loan Program, targeted towards home improvements and repair, especially if you find yourself physically or financially unable to make those repairs. We also offer down payment assistance to first-time home buyers and partner with other nonprofit agencies in the community to offer emergency homelessness prevention, as well as transportation to and from medical appointments and other miscellaneous activities.
These partnerships with other organizations expand our ability to assist residents. Transportation is something our elderly or disabled residents can need help with, and these programs really make a difference.
So we partner with Mid-East Area Agency on Aging. They offer the STAR program, which stands for Senior Transportation and Rides. It's a program operated by volunteers that transport O'Fallon residents to and from medical appointments. The city also offers a transportation program meant to assist individuals with disabilities. The program allows individuals to get transported to medical appointments and deal with essential day-to-day functions.
The City of O'Fallon is proud to offer these programs, and we're happy to lend a helping hand to our residents.
I'm so fortunate to work in this department. We're able to positively impact the lives of our residents. We're able to keep them living independently and living safely within their own homes, and to be able to also be contributing members to the O'Fallon community. If you're interested in learning more or applying for one of these programs, please reach out to the Public Assistance Office. My number is 636-379-5411. You can simply visit our website and learn more there, and applications are available online.
Did you ever wonder where crime scene evidence goes? Well, next we're catching up with the O'Fallon Police Department's evidence team to find out what happens when they receive crucial evidence.
Specialists gather the evidence, bring it back to this section here where they...
When it comes to criminal law, truth is the gold standard and evidence is king. Physical evidence lacks bias, and that's why it's important to properly contain evidence vital to criminal cases.
An evidence group is crucial to the Police Department of O'Fallon. The collection of evidence as it pertains to criminal cases to make sure the cases are adjudicated properly, as well as safekeeping. People often find items that have value, but they can't locate the owner. It's a good place to collect the evidence and store it properly until the owners can be located.
The City of O'Fallon Police Department's evidence team consists of two highly skilled civilian evidence specialists who work directly with the Detective Bureau. On average, both specialists collect and store over 1,500 pieces of evidence each month.
How it will work is an officer, through a traffic stop or a crime scene, will gather evidence that is pertinent to the investigation. They will properly package it, place it into the evidence bin.
Once the evidence is placed in the bin, specialists gather the evidence for processing and documentation.
It is crucial that the evidence specialists follow proper procedure, proper storage, and chain of custody to ensure that the evidence isn't tainted when it comes to the criminal proceedings in court.
Once a case is completed, certain evidence can be returned to the rightful owner. If evidence can't be returned, the evidence specialist then goes through the proper steps of disposal, and occasionally stolen property goes unclaimed.
One of the things I'd like to say is to the public is, if you wake up or you notice something's missing that has value, like a bicycle or book of CDs, please give us a call, 636-240-3200. Maybe we have your items and we'd love to get it back to you.
New flood maps have been issued to the city of O'Fallon, and your home may be impacted. OFallonTV's Brett Figgis will tell you what you need to know.
A few decades ago, persistent storms and exceptionally heavy rains led to one of the greatest natural disasters in the history of the United States. During the Great Flood of 1993, over 150 major rivers and tributaries flooded, affecting over 400,000 square miles of land and causing over $15 billion in damage. For nearly 200 days, water swept through towns and ruined farmland, and tens of thousands of people were forced to evacuate their homes. We've since taken steps to minimize future flooding, but you can never totally prevent a flood. Today, areas like this remain at risk for flooding, and the economic impact of a flood can be significant. Just a single inch of floodwater can cause over $20,000 of damages to a house, and 6 inches of floodwater can double that to over $40,000. That's why the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, conducts scientific studies of streams nationwide to determine the likelihood of flooding and the likely location of affected areas. FEMA has completed a major study in our area, and the city of O'Fallon, along with all the other communities in St. Charles County, will be required to adopt FEMA's new flood insurance rate maps prior to January 20th. These maps are used by the National Flood Insurance Program to provide affordable insurance to property owners. Here in O'Fallon, approximately 190 homes are being moved into the floodplain, while around 500 houses are no longer within the floodplain map. You may not have needed insurance in the past, but you might be required to purchase it now. If you're going to be impacted by these new maps, talk to your insurance agent before they're adopted. They can advise you on reduced premiums or grandfathering options that can help save you money. You can get more information about the new FEMA floodplain maps by visiting the city's website. You'll find important notices and a searchable map to see if your address is impacted. If you have any further questions, please contact city staff at 636-379-5557. Remember, these changes will become effective on January 20th, and you'll need to determine if you're required to purchase flood insurance prior to that date.
It's time for a break. When we come back, we'll catch up with O'Fallon snow fighters and find out how they are keeping our roads clear of wintry precipitation with a new training. Also, learn how O'Fallon's sewer lateral insurance program can help you out of a messy situation. You're watching O'Fallon Matters.
Thank you. You got a key?
Go fish! In your face! In your face!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning. Why?
Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this.
You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately.
That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
After decades of challenges, the Fort Zumwalt North girls basketball team is ready to make a run toward their first district title since 1983. Joe Meyer has more.
Panther pride runs deep with each bounce of the basketball at Fort Zumwalt North. And the 2015-16 girls basketball team features a versatile group of talented guards who can play inside and out. If you watch this team on the hardwood, you'll notice a smothering defensive style like full court pressure and traps. But for this group, it's all about improving one game at a time.
An obvious goal is a district title. It's been since 1983 since we've had a district title. We were in a district championship a couple years ago when I was an assistant. Fell a game short last year, but I really think the next year or two we really have a legitimate shot to compete.
We didn't lose anybody last year, and I think that kind of helps us because we do know how each other play. We don't have to adjust to that. Us being together and being able to work together throughout the entire summer and all last year kind of helps us a lot.
We're definitely emerging as a team, and our starters is very mixed up because coming off the bench, we have a lot of good girls. Even if they're not starting, like our bench is very strong, so I feel like that's one of our advantages.
Experience should help the Panthers contend this year. Most of the girls have been starting since their freshman year. Standout junior Rachel Pulaski provides the team with D1 caliber talent. In fact, she's verbally committed to Southern Illinois University.
She's just a monster athlete. She creates a lot of problems. She's another one of those girls that can play inside and out. And then Tori Neslich really stepped up this year. She's really a legitimate scoring threat from anywhere on the court.
Tori and Rachel are proven leaders on and off the court.
For me, I just try and lead by example a lot. Girls will tend to feed off your energy, so if you have high energy, they'll have high energy, and if you are slacking, they're going to slack. So a lot of it's lead by example, and you just got to try and stay positive and keep it up as much as possible.
But my leadership style is just to make sure that everyone feels like they are doing something to be part of the team. Like it's not just one person or two, it's the entire team doing it for everyone.
Jeremy Rapp is a homegrown coach who played his high school basketball at Fort Zumwalt West, and his players respect his positive coaching philosophy.
He definitely puts in a lot of time. Like, I don't know if any other coaches do put in as much time as he does.
And he puts everything he has into being our coach, and I think we all respect him a lot for that and want to put everything we have into it.
I know what sports meant to me here, how coaches impacted me. You know, I love the opportunity to give back to them and connect with them and, you know, see them come in working early before practice, staying after practice, and then those skills they've been trying to work on, you know, transferring over into the game.
The Fort Zumwalt North girls basketball team are moving up the ranks one shot at a time. If you get a chance, come out and watch this defensive juggernaut accomplish their hoop dreams on the north side of town.
O'Fallon residents may be surprised to know that the sewer lateral line located in the yard is insured. Now here are the nuts and bolts of the city's sewer lateral insurance program.
The City of O'Fallon Sewer Lateral Repair Program assists resident homeowners with costly private lateral failures. The program covers all residents of the City of O'Fallon and is administered by O'Fallon Water and Sewer. The program is funded by residents through a $7.50 annual fee that is paid when you pay your property taxes.
Some of the eligible repairs are separations in a sewer lateral or maybe a crush sewer lateral. Some homeowners aren't sure what a sewer lateral is. It's the pipe that connects the indoor plumbing to the city's sewer main.
If you believe that your sewer lateral line has a defect, then you can follow a simple process that can help you figure out what is causing your sewer to back up.
First thing that you'd want to do is contact our office or your sewer provider to have them come out and check the main to see if there's any possible blockage in the main. If we can remedy it without having Roto-Rooter involved, we can do it that way.
If a resident continues to have an issue with their line, they will need to submit an application along with their last year's paid real estate tax receipt and a $300 application fee.
Roto-Rooter will come out and TV the lateral. From there, they will mark where the problem may be and determine if there is a problem, if there's a broken, collapsed, or crushed line.
If a defect is not eligible for the program, the $300 balance of the application fee will be refunded to the applicant. To provide a higher level of service, the city uses a local contractor to perform all repairs involved with this program. And once approval is given, the contractor will schedule repair work with the resident. Residents should be aware that there is a maximum coverage limit per household. Any charges in excess of $7,500 will be the homeowner's responsibility.
Sewer lateral repairs are expensive and you may not have the money offhand. It's a great insurance to have. They can be very costly. It's just great knowing that we have the program.
If you have any questions, you can call 636-240-2000, and a Citizens First representative will direct you to an employee who can help answer your questions or get you started on the application process. And don't forget that you can also find out more information by visiting the city's website at www.o'fallon.mo.us.
Next on O'Fallon Matters, we'll check in with O'Fallon's snow fighting crew to see how they are preparing for the next big snowfall of the year.
The City of O'Fallon snow removal crews spend all year prepping for severe winter weather events. In fact, our snow fighters plow over 700 lane miles. During full-scale operations, each shift can have up to 46 drivers. And being prepared for winter snow plowing starts in the spring and leads all the way up to Snow Fighter Training Day.
A lot goes into it. We do a lot of hard work, like looking at maps and making sure that we're doing everything as efficient as possible and just different ways of doing things. We go to different trainings to stay up on the new technologies and the different types of liquids that we use. We also communicate with neighboring cities just to kind of see how they do things.
Snow fighters are called out to cover 12-hour shifts during large winter weather events. And it's important that each employee understands policy and procedure when it comes to snow plowing.
We do a little diagnosis with them, so if something happens, we tell them shake a wire, make sure something's plugged in. And of course the safety things, make sure things are strapped down, bolts aren't missing. And maybe in a previous plow session, somebody could have damaged the truck, so they look for damage from the last plow truck and document that, just go through those things.
So it's really important to have everyone on the same page and have the same proper training. That way they're not going into a bunch of snow and not knowing what to do, and then they can always refer to the route leaders and the veterans who've plowed for years.
Learning from past snow events translates into improved training for the following year.
Well, every year we try to better ourselves, and we look at the past year and say, okay, what worked, what didn't work. We all get together and communicate to each other what's some different things we can do. And then some guys, they don't plow every single year, so it's good to refresh them, because you get seat time, plow 7 times a year, you're not getting a lot of seat time. So sometimes it takes 2-3 years before you're actually getting efficient at being a snow plower, because it's all time. You gotta get time in the seat and just learn the techniques. It's not just something you can tell somebody and they just adapt to. You actually physically do it to get good.
After hours of detailed snow training, snow fighters get together for an old-fashioned chili cook-off.
It's just good to get everybody together and kind of an appreciation, appreciation lunch, and it also helps put faces to names. So when people go out there, they actually know who they're talking to, or what they're what they're actually talking about.
It's good to know that the City of O'Fallon and their skilled snow fighters are always preparing for the next big winter weather emergency. And remember to stay tuned to O'Fallon Matters for all of those important winter weather updates. If you would like to find out more information on O'Fallon's snow plowing procedures, you can go to www.o'fallon.mo.us.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have a good story idea, let us know. You can email us at OFallonTV@o'fallon.mo.us. Please remember, give back to your community, because O'Fallon matters to all of us.